Welcome to this video of Loch. Yes, we are actually moving. It was like glass. More of this later. This is the start on the Loch Bridge. Eddie's zoomed up. I wanted to go first, but he stole my thunder. Bit nervous because I've seen lots of videos of these ripples here on the waves, but it was quite calm and flat, and to be honest, quite easy. And that was about it. So this video is about showing you the entire run of Loch. You'll see lots of clips and movies and videos of it. We're going to do the entire run. There's about 7 of us to start with, I believe. We're all coming up one at a time now, and I do apologise. You will be listening to some of my music selection, which I will not be putting on future videos because of copyright purposes. There goes Eddy, and Big Steve, and Eddie's brother. I'm just waiting for the rest to come up now. So in this video you're going to see 95% of the lake from start to finish, and short little clips here and there. We even come across somebody swimming in the lake, well spotted by Eddy. There'll be a clip of it later. You'll just see the person's head in the water, and he wasn't towing one of those little orange things which makes it easier to spot. You'll see me turn and loop a few times just to catch a bit more of the scenery and the other boats in front or behind us, to try and add a little bit more to this video for the people in it. So the people on this trip today was Eddy, Big Steve, Eddie's brother, Rob, Gavin, Kirsty, Duncan's with us, and Nick and his wife. And I do apologise if I've got everybody else's names, but I'm useless at that. As an example of me turning, catching the people coming up on the lake. We were exceptionally lucky. We were very smooth lake, very little ripples in it, and it gets even better towards the top end of the lake. Loch. I keep saying lake, I do apologise. It's Loch. And I apologise for my music selection. As I've just said, I won't be putting any more plain music on videos going forward. There's copyright issues. But there's a good group of us going up, and we're just going up closer to Loch now, I believe. I personally believe Loch is one of the must-do lochs to do in Scotland. If you're up in Oban, do get a boat trip with it. It's spectacular. We're at the bottom end of the lake now. We're about a quarter of the way, not the bottom end. I do apologise. And the scenery starts opening up, and it does get rather spectacular. I've seen other films and YouTube clips of it, but to truly appreciate it, you have to go up it. It's so breathtaking. Even on a slightly overcast day, it was absolutely fantastic. So as you can see, still bad music playing, but the loch has started opening up now, and you're getting to see about 70% of it. We'll just stop for a few seconds to make sure everybody's caught up who's in the group. One of the boats peels off around about now and goes back, because it's around about 20 miles up to the top of the loch. So Eddie's in front. You can see the Loch. Scottish people are going to kill me for this. The Loch is nice and smooth. You see the quarry, which is still a working quarry. But not long from now we're going to come across a swimmer in the water. Eddie was looking to spot him. If you can spot him on the video, I'll be surprised he's just there. So it's a word of caution. I'm rather pleased with going in a formation and one on the front and loads behind, because if it was all gone up in a big long line, then a chance he would have run over it, because you can hardly see him there. Eddie's stopped now, he's spotted him. I bet you can't, you'll have to really zoom in. I have had to zoom in, but I know he's there. But you try and spot his
if you park in front of him, people are missing.
So yeah, just give me an idea out so I get on the radio and tell everybody else there's a swimmer in the water
in the middle of the road. Watch out.
As you can see, the Loch is giving all the time with views and scenery. To our right, about 2 miles up, there's snow on some of the mountains, which I thought I filmed, but I hadn't. I'll remember that next year when I go. But it's absolutely spectacular. I'm doing another loop round there just to check everybody's close by. There's Duncan just gone past me. Unfortunately, the GoPro does not pick up things as nice as I thought it would, but it does handle all the vibration of the boat and rocking waves. There's Robert. No, that's Nick. That's Robert behind him. So in front of me, you can see Nick and his wife, Jason and Robert. Robert's skippering. We had a good day a couple of days before, going over the Cardivac and Whirlpool. Spent a lot of days with Rob and a few days out with Nick, a great company. Met Nick a couple of weeks in Wales as well. Robert's yet to get up there, but looking forward to meeting him again. Great guys, great company. So the mountains you can see in the far distance, just centre, they are Ben Staffer. Sorry for the pronunciation. And that is 1,078 metres high. One just before it is 929 metres high, both Munros. We will get a closer up look at those in a couple of minutes. Do hang on, because wait till you see how smooth the lake is. It's absolutely spectacular. If any of you actually watched a guy called Donnie Wilcox, he lives in Tunnels and does a lot of filming at the west coast of Scotland. He's one guy that's really worth watching. Go and type in Donnie Wilcox, you'll see some great videos and much better editing than I can do, but better music selection. And those woods just on the left hand side, I think that's where he camps an awful lot. That's quite funny. Nick, at this point, said I've had enough, I'm going to go back. But he didn't. He carried on all the way to the top of us, which I was really pleased to see. So you're going to see Jason and Robert coming to the picture now. Jason sitting on the side, Robert steering. Really nice guys. Had a few beers with those at sea and at Easdale. Nice beer at Easdale. But on we go. Still more to see, so still hang on. As you can see, the Loch has really opened up now. You can see all the way to the top, but it's still worth hanging on to the end of the film, towards the film, shall I say, because there's still other things. Got the Lismore lighthouse to have a look at, because a few of us went around Lismore itself. There's Eddy to the left, but it's the Loch itself just gets smoother. That's about the biggest ripples we actually saw that day. I'm glad I've found a way of muting the music anyway, so you don't have to suffer my music selection. It's worth pointing out that you probably won't see my face a lot in the films, because I don't make these films. If you look at me, not about me. Somebody suggested to me while I was away, had I got a YouTube channel or something? No, I hadn't. Popped into my head when I got home. I thought, when I'm storing all these films, who's going to look at them, who's going to appreciate them? So I had a few little videos on YouTube which I never really bothered with. So I thought, right, instead of putting them on short reels on Facebook, I'll put a bit of effort so everybody else can appreciate them on YouTube, and mainly for the people who actually went up on the river Rendezvous. It was great event, run very smoothly by the organisers. So a few of us went out on different days and a few to different locations. You just don't have enough time. So in the ideal world, you'd do one side of the loch at 10 miles an hour and come back down the other side of the loch at 10 miles an hour to really appreciate what you're seeing. And that goes the same as anything that we saw the weekend. It was a very long weekend. It was always trying to get from A to B at a reasonable pace. But you could spend a month up here and still not see everything. It was absolutely fantastic. There's Eddie motion in front. Yeah, it gives you some perspective here with his boat here, because in a few minutes' time it's quite amusing. There's still some ripples here. It's obviously moving here because you can tell. It goes glass smooth in a few minutes, and you have to look at the side of the film to actually see, are we moving here? You think it's smooth here, you think, oh yeah, you can pick it up here, but in a few minutes, a few seconds should I say, it goes really smooth. So you've got to look at the side of the finger and go, are we actually moving? So it is hard to pick up. If you look at it now, it's glass smooth, and you're thinking, are we moving, or are I taking a photograph? Here's the best example of it. We are actually moving here, doing 10 mile an hour? Yeah, and it looks like a photograph. That's how smooth it was. I didn't take enough pictures at the top of the loch, so I do apologise for the people who were there. I know Jason and Robert stopped and walked around. I think next year when we go, I do think I'll be having a picnic at the top of the loch. I could sit there for hours soaking up the views. So in a few seconds you'll see us coming back down the loch, back towards the Connaught Bridge, going down it. I didn't put many films on this one. There is another longer version of this. It's about 24 minutes long. If you want to have a look at that, you'll see a lot more detail going back down the loch. But I've done this a bit of a shorter one so people don't get bored watching 24 minutes of some guys going down a loch. And up and down the loch, should I say. This video's been done really so other people can appreciate it without the hours to watch the videos. So we got back down the loch now. It's coming back down the Connaught Bridge. There's the quite famous Falls of Laura. A lot of kayakers play on it. The GoPro's angling the ripples quite well. They're not that big, it was quite easy. We just shake the boat a little bit. At this point, Robert and Jason peeled off. Nick had already gone, Eddie had already gone. They left us at the top of the loch, they wanted to get back. So Duncan and Gavin followed us. We all decided to go around this way. And so we left today with 3 of us. Jason and Robert said they was going to Kerra, get a light board from the trailer, but I think they went to the pub. Sorry guys, but what a fantastic day.